Howdy dudes, this here is B Junior from B Junior's Movie Cave on the Endurance Productions YouTube channel. Yeah, got a little shower there, got a little coffee this morning. I'm gonna have a late morning of it today, trying to get a little rest after the Fright Night Film Fest weekend. This is part 2 of the Fright Night Film Fest 2011 two-parter video that I'm going to do, where I show you my haul, basically the stuff that I got while I was there, and kind of reminisce, share some stories, some little vignettes along the way here. Here's what I went for. I went for Chuck Norris on VHS, Delta Force 2, Operation Stranglehold. No, I didn't do that. Sorry, just a little joke for you there, a little morning humor. Good old coffee. I guess first I'll show you, I kept these. I know it's nerdy. It's my first convention, so I became a man after this, I guess. I kept my bracelets that I had to wear the whole entire weekend. I even had to shower with these on, so they're probably a little smelly. Anyway, so you guys can't smell that. Yeah. Anyway, one I think signifies the weekend pass. The other one was the early entry thing, which came in handy, I think, on the first day with Carpenter and all. But after that, I think next time I'll just buy the regular ticket or whatever. But what I'm going to do is just kind of tell you, basically, it's my first strictly horror convention. It also included the Fandom Fest, which was a lot of other genres mixed in too. And basically the way I tried to approach this, it being my first real big convention, and it was a road trip too, I just tried to enjoy the road trip, the scenery, everything about it. But also, I just knew going into it there was going to be tons. They kind of overbooked it a little bit, I think, but not really in a bad way or nothing. I just tried to approach it from this standpoint that I've only got so much money and I can't get every single one of them. Just get about 3 big ones that you wanted to get, and then whatever you get next, just kind of spread yourself around. Try to get a little bit of everything this trip. And oddly enough, I didn't get a whole lot of table photo autographs. I think I only got one in my whole entire haul. I took a whole bunch of stuff with me in a book bag of my own personal items to get signed. I just felt like that was the way to do my first convention. I don't know why, but I just felt like that's the way I wanted to approach it, and that's what I came back with. But maybe next show, if I go to Scarefest or any of the other ones, which I'm already got my wheels turning after this one about going to another convention, because I had such a great time. It was awesome. If you have the means, do it at least one time. But I think next time around I'm going to try to do maybe do the table photos or the mini posters that they have, just to kind of spice it up in the next little autograph haul or whatever I come back with. But they got a lot of new guests already lining up for Scarefest in September, so stay tuned on that. Let's just dive right in, guys. I don't want to keep you for too awfully long. This is going to be about a 15-minute video, so I want to try to get through all my stuff. So let's go right into it here. What I have first here that I got, I'll go ahead and show you my DVDs and souvenir type stuff. I got this little flyer from Uncle Bill at deadpit.com. I'm going to plug this for them. 5 years in the making, Heather Langenkamp interview coming up August 5th, 2011. This has not been a paid advertisement. They didn't have to pay me or nothing, because they were such great guys. I thought I'd just plug that for them real quickly there. Heather Langenkamp, they finally got her, and she's coming up on an interview. I got a t-shirt from T-Shirt Joe at Fast Custom Shirts table. Guys, for the selection and the price involved, T-Shirt Joe he's got the best table. I mean, there's plenty of t-shirt tables down there. They had some really great intricate looking ones, but they wanted like $30 plus for a t-shirt and stuff at some tables. T-Shirt Joe, I think on the first 2 days was like $10 across the table, any one you wanted, any size. And I think somebody told me the last day he might have been cutting prices on Sunday, so, for the selection involved, you can't go to a film festival that has Revenge of the Nerds in attendance, reunion for them, and not pick up a Tri-Lambda t-shirt. I've been wanting this t-shirt for a long time. It's a Lambda 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 t-shirt. Got this from T-Shirt Joe. He's the man. We met up with him a couple of times, and he was always really nice to stop and talk and answer questions about his t-shirts and stuff like that. Now, I know the Tri-Lambs had black on white was their fraternity colors, but there's only so many genre or horror t-shirts you can buy in black. I mean, I needed something different, so Lambda 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 t-shirt, had to pick that up. Let's do the DVDs here real quickly. I went to the VCI table where they had Larry Drake and Dark Night of the Scarecrow folks and stuff like that. While I was there, I was kind of waiting around on a few people. I was looking through their DVDs that they had available. I picked this one up. It's not a real rare, it's pretty common Argento flick. It's the Bird with the Crystal Plumage VCI edition. It's the uncut widescreen anamorphic edition with the motion picture soundtrack is included on this one too, so you can listen to it. Doesn't have a whole lot of special features on it, but it does have Dolby 5:1 surround sound on it. The Blue Underground one's out of print already, and I never did get my hands on a Blu-ray or a DVD of it, so I thought I'd grab this one for cheap. I got this for $5. I thought I'd grab it and just be happy until I can get a Blu-ray edition or something later on. Dead Pit was one of the first tables I went to while I was there, and you know, like I was saying in my prior video, they were really nice guys. You know, extended the handshake and shot the bull for a little while. I wasted no time to ask if I could get my hands on Into the Pit, the shocking story of deadpit.com. I watched this one last night when I finally got time to chill out, get my bags unpacked and everything. It's a really great little documentary. It's a really great documentary. I'm not going to say it's little because, like I say, it's a feature-length documentary, guys. It's 95 minutes. It gives you a lot of insight on how they started their radio show and why they keep doing the radio show as well. Very funny parts in it, very funny interviews. It's got deleted scenes in there that are enjoyable as well. Highly recommend. If you ever get out to a convention and/or on their website, I'm not sure if they're selling this on their website or linked from their website or something, but I just want to plug that too. Into the Pit is a well worthwhile documentary. If you're into the Dead Pit scene, you need to pick it up. Went to another DVD dealer down the way. Now this one, judging from the cover, is probably not a legit copy. It's New Year's Evil. I had to pick it up because it's out of print and you can't really find it anywhere on VHS, so I went and grabbed it because I haven't seen this movie in over 20 years. I know it's got to be 20 years since the mom and pop video stores. So I picked it up, watched it, a little bit of it last night. I'm going to finish it off today and or this evening. The only thing I remember about this movie was the killer in the movie he wears disguises before he kills somebody, different disguises, and he always does these phone calls and he says, "My name is Evil," or something like that, you know. Anyway, Here's Evil. Had to get it. This is one I'd never seen before. Nightmares. It's a horror anthology from the early 80s. It was produced as a TV show, I think, but after watching it, I watched this one last night full time. I watched the whole thing after Into the Pit. I gotta say, I was really impressed with it as far as horror anthologies go. It's a pretty decent one. I can see why they didn't release it on TV. They just kind of shelved it because it's kind of intense. It's got a serial killer part in it. It's got some scenes of peril, action. It's kind of got a dual rip-off story in it with Lance Hendrickson. It's got a lot of actors of the day. Emilio Estevez is in this one, Richard Mazer. A lot of character actors you'll know the faces of. I really enjoyed Nightmares. It's going to be another one I watch at Halloween. It's not as over-the-top and comic booky as, say, Creepshow, but it's kind of, think Stephen King's Cat's Eye, a little more based in reality, but still kind of out there kind of stories. They're not joined in any way. They're just 4 separate stories. So, anyway, Nightmares, enjoyable. Had to pick it up. Now, let's get into the goods. Let me take a little drink of coffee and we'll get into the autograph stuff. Pretty neat stuff here, dudes. I got them kind of on my little mini shelves up here for right now. I took a lot of DVDs to get signed, and I did get quite a few signed. And I got to say, there's some of the big ones that I went looking for, so I felt very fortunate. I didn't come away feeling unfulfilled. Now, 2 that escaped me because of long lines on the second day was Michael Biehn and David Naughton from American Werewolf in London. The lines got out to the door that day, and I just could not see. They had lines just waiting to get into the celebrity room. I mean, the first day you just walk in and there's no wait at all. So, just couldn't work it in. But maybe next show or another show. I got plans to put these in like a little. They've got these CD, DVD display frames where you can put the insert on the bottom and the actual DVD above it, sort of like a laser disc or an LP record frame, but smaller for a DVD size. I plan to do that on a few of these, but for today, quick and dirty, let's go through them. First one I have is Sam Raimi's Darkman, which is a favorite old school kind of comic book movie that I like from the early 90s. I got it signed by Larry Drake on there, who you know is from Dr. Giggles fame and Dark Knight of the Scarecrow. He played Durant, the main bad guy in the movie. Let's see, that's him right there. you know his face from other films probably. So, but anyway, Larry Drake was a sweet guy. He just real nice dude. He was, I think it was Uncle Bill over at Dead Pit said that Larry Drake hadn't signed autographs in 30 years. It'd been that was the first convention that he would sign autographs in all those years. So, felt kind of fortunate to get his. Something just fell off the shelf. Pardon me. Nothing but the best choreographed videos here at Endurance Productions. Sorry about that, guys. Picked up nightmares off the floor there. The second one we have autographed is my Anchor Bay Phantasm DVD by A. Michael Baldwin. It says, to Barry, exclamation point, A. Michael Baldwin. So I guess he was just saying, to Barry, A. Michael Baldwin. Anyway, this is one I'm going to put in a DVD display frame if I can find them. I think a couple of local stores had them for cheap. Just put the DVD above it and put the autographed insert below it in the matted frame. I think it'll frame up pretty nice and look good in the man cave, nice and neat. You know me, I'm kind of a neat freak. But like I said, this run I just wanted to get my own stuff autographed for some odd reason. I don't know why. But Phantasm is one of my favorite atmospheric horror movies of all time. I had to get it autographed by A. Michael Baldwin. He's the boy, the main character in the movie that played Mike, the little kid. Of course, he's grown up now. He's actually, I think he's older than me. I think he's in his mid-40s now. So, but he's still out there doing it. I think he's working on other projects right now. I'm not sure what it is. I have to research that. Moving on, here's another good one I got. I got my Amityville Horror DVD signed by Margot Kidder. It says, to Barry, love Margot Kidder. It's, like I said, I'm going to make another DVD display out of this one as well. Because this one of my, I was in the ghost, I still am in the ghost haunted house kind of movies and stuff like that, at Halloween especially. And it's one of my faves. I mean, how can you just not like it in some way? Yeah, the special effects in this movie don't hold up a lot, but I love the music score, and it's just got good memories for me, so I had to get Margot Kidder. And I did get some, let me just stop and say, I got photos with a lot of these celebs. Some of them I didn't get photos with for some odd reason. I think my camera crapped out the first day and I couldn't get them, but I went back and got some the second day. Plus, it's my first convention, guys, and like Uncle Bill said, it's a lot to take in. It's kind of like a whirlwind. You don't really know where to go just yet, or how it's set up, or how things work. So it was a learning experience. So I'm glad I got what I got out of this, to be honest. So my favorite DVD that I got signed out of the whole thing, you know, when you think Linda Blair, you know, I got to meet her finally, and you think Exorcist, everybody thinks Exorcist or the Dog Foundation, whatever she's doing now, you know. But don't get me started on the Dog Foundation thing. We'll talk about that in another video or something, maybe later on. But when I think Linda Blair, of course Exorcist comes to mind, but the go-to movie for me has always been Savage Streets, the exploitation kind of revenge flick from the 80s. I got one of these at Best Buy, the BCI, I think, DVD, the 2-disc that came out a couple years ago. I bought it at Best Buy one day. I was like, oh crap, man, there's Savage Streets, got to get it. I'm glad I did, because like 2 weeks later it went out of print. And from what her agent told me at the table, he said that this particular DVD, story behind it basically is the company went under as they were practically shipping out the DVDs. So the company went under before the DVDs really even got out to the stores. So that's why it went out of print so fast. And they're getting it's pretty rare. I don't know how rare this DVD is, but I took it along and kind of just felt fitting to get this one signed. I have for your viewing pleasure my copy of Savage Streets. It has been signed by Linda Blair over here. To Barry, stay safe, Linda Blair. And also up here, I found earlier in the day, to Barry, thanks for being a fan, Danny Steinmann, the director of this one, this film, and also Friday 5, The Unseen, and other films that he's done. So it was just awesome to meet both of them and have them both sign Savage Streets. Probably my favorite DVD that I got signed while I was down there. I don't know really how I'm going to display this one, because I don't want to mess it up, because in and of itself it's kind of rare, but now that I got both their signatures on it, I gotta think that it's at least going to boost its rareness a little bit, I guess. Anyway, I was really happy with that one. And while I was talking about Danny Steinmann, I have here another copy of the deluxe edition Friday 5 from Paramount. Now, while I was at the table with Danny Steinmann, the guy's he's a cool dude, and I'm a short guy. I'm like 5'7", 5'8". I'm not real tall, Danny Steinmann's probably about that tall. I thought he was like taller in real life, but he wasn't. Not to say he wasn't anything bad about him. It's just kind of an eye opener, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. But anyway, while I was there, I had my bare bone Friday 5 that I took with me just in case he might want to sign it too while I was there getting Savage Street signed. I asked him if he wouldn't mind signing it too. Just to ask, and he said he got the DVD and he just kind of looked at it, stared at it for a little bit, and he was like, "Well, son, grab one of those over there, one of those deluxe deals there." And I said, "Sir, one of these DVDs." He says, "Yeah, open that up. I'll sign that one. I'll sign it for free. I'll sign it." I said, "Oh, okay. Well, you sure you don't want me to pay you for the DVD, sir?" And he says, "Oh no, you look like a good guy. You look like a good guy. This one was redone in high definition. You need high definition. You need it. You need it." And I was just like, this guy is just so sweet. He's just like he is on these commentaries he did for Friday 5 and Savage Streets. He's a little borderline pervy in a way, but he's just kind of just a fun older guy. I mean, he's just a fun older guy to talk to in a way. But anyway, for some odd reason, Danny didn't want to sign the cover like the others, but he did sign the back of this freebie Friday 5 DVD he gave me. He signed it, Danny Steinmann, director. I don't know if he was trying to slip it under a radar or anything, but he did sign it, and he gave me this DVD for free. So I was really happy with this one, just because it was free, and Danny Steinmann just gave it to me. He said, "Yeah, you need high definition. You need it. You need it. You're a good guy." It was just kind of neat to talk to him and have him say that. Next autograph I've got, guys, it's getting a little long here, but I'll try to sum it up here. This will be the last autograph for this, and then we'll do the 2 posters that I got autographed in a separate video. It's going to be a 3-parter. I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting a little long in the tooth here, but I got a lot of little stuff to show you. To kind of round out the autographs that I got, this is the only table photo, and I've already got me a little frame for it. You can't go to, so I'm told anyway, you couldn't go to one of these shows and not meet Kane Hodder if he's in attendance. And he's at a lot of these, so being that he starred in so many Friday the 13th films, I just had to stop, and it was really great too because I had fellow YouTubers there with me, Pizzell, Ron1988, Doug Lander, and a whole bunch of others were there. And if I forget your guy's name, it's not on purpose. I'm sorry. I'm trying my best here. I have a really terrible memory, so. But anyway, the guys took my picture with Kane Hodder, and I know they set me up. I know they said my camera messed up, and he had to choke me twice just to get the picture right. So I'll put the photos either before or after this video, one of these videos, and show you. Probably the last video. Let's just do it that way. Anyway, I got a table photo signed by Kane Hodder. This is him as Jason in Friday 7. My favorite time that he played Jason has always been Friday 7 with the John Carl Buechler battle-scarred Jason is what I call him because he's got all the damage from all the other films. It says, "To Barry, you're next, Kane Hodder, Jason." Nice and neat in a frame. I really enjoyed it. And it's always been one of my favorite newer Fridays from the Paramount 8 too. So it's Jason versus Carrie. But anyway, I just like that one. That's pretty cool. Anyway, it's going up here on the shelf for now. And dudes, I guess I'll close right there. I didn't want to make this a 3-parter, but I will. But I'll go ahead and post it the same day so you'll have it. I'm going to come back and show you the 2 one-sheet posters that I got a lot of autographs on. And we'll close it all out for Fright Night Film Fest capping videos. Rock on, dudes. I'll see you soon.